Italy is heading for a hung parliament after an election that failed to produce an outright winner. Sunday's vote saw a surge for the eurosceptic five-star movement. That was the party leader reacting to the exit poll results, which gave Five Star the largest number of votes. Luigi Di Maio, who is just 31 years old, says he is now ready to find coalition partners to try and form a government. Weeks of deal-making lie ahead, and several other parties will be seeking to form an alliance. The Anti-Immigration League Party is seeking to form a center-right coalition. It has teamed up with former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi from Go Italy and the People of Freedom Party. Now, Berlusconi himself is banned from holding office for another year over a fraud conviction. League Party leader Matteo Salvini has already put his name forward to become Italy's next Prime Minister.
We are now under obligation to form a center-right coalition. We have a right and a duty to rule in the coming years.
One person who has already ruled himself out is former Prime Minister Matteo Renzi. He quit as leader of the center-left Democratic Party after the worst election result in over a decade. Renzi also added that the party would not enter into a coalition with either the Five Star Movement or the League. RT's Anastasia Churkina is following the post-election reaction in Rome for us.
This was an election that was meant to bring stability and clarity to Italian politics, but it seems to have done anything but that. With, of course, the anti-establishment Five Star movement rocketing forward, as well as the right-wing Lega Nord taking quite many seats from the way things stand right now. Those parties, of course, are celebrating victories, but in terms of the Italian moods, we have to say there seems to be a lot of confusion in terms of where this is going to head forward, because, of course, nobody has been able to grasp a majority to be able to lead the way and form a government. So there's going to be lots of discussions and negotiations moving forward, it seems. Now, we have some of the biggest newspapers in Italy today with headlines such as this, forward for the M5 Star movement, but the government is in a puzzle. Here, a win for Di Maio, but Italy is ungovernable. So these are just really celebrations inside party headquarters, but where Italy goes from here is the big question. We've been gauging some reactions on the streets here in Rome.
Let's trust the Five Star movement. They're young, why not? After such a disaster over the past few years.
The left's policies didn't make anybody happy. This defeat is mainly the result of the Democratic Party's politics.
Basically, it's a vote dictated by fear and despair. The people's reaction was expected. Votes will go to those who make promises and keep them.
We're in the same situation we were 5 years ago. We find ourselves in political confusion, and it's brought about an uncertain result. Therefore, we will face the same trouble again.
Well, we've seen some reactions, for starters, from France, where Marine Le Pen had said that the European Union is not having a very relaxing night, so to speak. We've heard from former UKIP leader congratulating the Five Star movement.
All right, the international media is calling the result a nightmare scenario for Brussels, as well as a warning and a stinging rebuke. And the League Party is making some dire predictions for the Eurozone.
I have never changed my mind and keep on saying choosing the euro was a mistake. It's clear to us that the system of having one common currency is going to end, not because Salvini wants it to be the case, but because it's a matter of common sense. The real economy shows it, so we want to be prepared for that moment.
Anastasia Churkina asked an Italian political analyst about the possibility of a rift with the EU.
Do you think Brussels is worried?
Yes, it's really worried because, you know, first of all, Five Star movements, Lega Nord, even the right-wing coalitions, they are not so happy about the Eurozone, about the European Union. And several times, particularly Salvini said that he wants to abolish the sanction against Russia. He wants to change even the foreign policies of Italy. He wants to start again cooperation with Russia. And for sure, Brussels is not happy about this. It's really concerned. But not only Brussels, I can say even the United States. If we look some media, even Stratfor, the intelligence agency, they publish some analysis, some videos about Italy, and they are really concerned about this. And I believe that in the future, Italy can really change the geopolitical balances in Europe, but in the international arena.